What's up, nerds? I'm on your screen today with my favorite video games and why you should play them. I want to get into gaming commentary on this channel and share my thoughts with you on various titles, but I figure I should probably tell you about my favorite games first. My taste in video games is relatively indie, so hopefully there's something new for you to check out in this list. We've got RPGs, point and clicks, strategy, simulation, walking simulators, visual novels, and more to get through, so let's get started. Zero Escape. 999, 9 hours, 9 persons, 9 doors was the best game ever to me when I played it in high school. After I graduated college, I discovered the second and third game in the series, titled Zero Time Dilemma and Virtue's Last Reward. The games are mind-bending visual novels with escape room puzzles at every turn. The premise of the series is you and 8 other players are kidnapped and forced to play the Nonary game, a life and death series of puzzles that must be worked through as a team to make it out alive. You will enjoy this game if you like escape rooms, puzzles, time fuckery, visual novels, horror, or mystery games. There is a lot of lore around these games, and unraveling all the mysteries held within them is by far my favorite part of the series. It's full of shocking twists and turns that have me totally hooked in and on the edge of my seat every time. The second and third game, as well as the enhanced version of the first game, have visible story trees, where you can see how your decisions lead you to the many different endings available. If you've already beaten this series, check out the Somnium Files. It's a mystery adventure game where you play as a detective investigating serial killings and enter suspects' dreams to find the answers you seek. It's directed by the writer of the Zero Escape series, Kotaro Uchikoshi, so it's got the same degree of mind-bending twists you know and love. Civilization 5. Yes, I have Civ 6, but Civ 5 has my heart. It's a turn-based strategy game where you and a number of friends, or AIs, each represent the leader of a civilization and choose where to lay down cities, how to grow and develop, and who to go to war with over the course of thousands of years. I've spent countless hours playing this game on my own and in all-day sessions with friends and have very fond memories of it. If you like Civ 5, you should try my favorite throwback game, Pharaoh plus Cleopatra, which is the name of its extension. It's an isometric city-building game where you oversee the construction and management of ancient Egyptian cities, and it's super fun. I first played it at my grandparents' house as a kid because they had taken a computer from the dumpster that had the game installed, and I was hooked from the start. While I was researching for the video, I found out there's a remake coming this year called Pharaoh: A New Era, so I'm very hyped for that. Can't wait to fall off the face of the earth for 3 weeks when it comes out. Fallout New Vegas. Everyone who plays games knows what Fallout New Vegas is at this point, but I just wanted you to know that I love it. I grew up on Bethesda games, and I'm so glad they gave this one to Obsidian. The result was one of the most engaging stories I've ever played. It's a post-apocalyptic action RPG set in and around an alternate universe Las Vegas. It made some great improvements in gameplay from Fallout 3, and has fantastic replay value due to the different endings available. I've 100%ed this game multiple times over throughout my life. If you like Fallout New Vegas, you should play The Outer Worlds. It's made by the same developer and is set in an alternate future where society is dominated by megacorporations colonizing space and terraforming alien planets. It's beautiful, funny, anti-capitalist, and well worth the relatively short amount of time it takes for a playthrough. Planet Coaster. Remember Roller Coaster Tycoon? That's this game on steroids. They also made a Zoo Tycoon on steroids. Things I love about this game: the versatility of the controls, the humor, the variety of the different stands and rides that you can put in your parks. The graphics are beautiful, and there's a lot of different missions available. If you like Planet Coaster, you should check out 2 Point Hospital. It's a more recent simulation favorite of mine where you control a hospital struggling to treat patients with silly diseases like 8-bitten and cubism. It has a great sense of humor and a lot of replay value. Kathy Rain. Kathy Rain left me speechless the first time I played it. It's a point-and-click adventure about a college girl who returns to her hometown to investigate her grandfather's mysterious death, coming to terms with her own past and personal struggles along the way. The game has a fantastic narrative, lovely pixel art, and hand-drawn environments, and the dialogue is fully voiced. It was a long day, but one-day experience for me, because I couldn't put it down until I was done. If you've played Kathy Rain and you like it, try the Nancy Drew games. I'm not kidding, they're addicting. My favorite ones are the Ghost of Thornton Hall for spooky vibes and the Silent Spy otherwise. You might also like the Blackwell series, which is another great pixel art, female-led detective story. West of Loathing. Someone I love got me into Kingdom of Loathing back when we were teenagers. It's a comedic web-based RPG, kind of like Neopets with stick figures. When the team behind Kingdom of Loathing announced West of Loathing, I was elated, and it totally surpassed my expectations. West of Loathing is a ridiculous and hilarious single-player point-and-click adventure set in the Wild West. If you like clever writing and being silly, this is right up your alley. I would love to stream this game on my channel sometime so we can have a laugh together. If you've already played West of Loathing and loved it, check out the Sam & Max games for a similarly irreverent set of adventures. Firewatch. Back when I played it, Firewatch was the coolest game I had ever played. From around 18 to 22, I was really into walking simulators, and I played a lot of them, and a lot of them were really good, but Firewatch stood out from the rest. This game is a mystery set in 1989 remote Wyoming. You've taken a job as a fire lookout in the wilderness, and the only human you can talk to is a woman named Delilah at the other end of a radio. But the forest you're guarding has many dark secrets for you to discover. I don't want to give too much away, but every person I've recommended this game to has thanked me after they played it, so you owe it to yourself to check it out if you love story-driven stuff. I would love to do an entire video on my favorite walking simulators, but if you enjoyed Firewatch, you should check out Virginia. It's a first-person thriller set in a small town. You play as Ann Tarver conducting a missing persons investigation. The art style is beautiful, and the game is short enough to play through in one session. Franbeau. I didn't know what to expect from Franbeau. I had picked it up out of curiosity when I saw it listed as a game that handled depression well, but there's so much magic inside of this game, and more people need to experience it. It's unlike any other game I have played before. Its art style and story are unique amongst all the other point-and-click games I've played. This one has a world-flipping functionality that put a compelling twist on exploring the environments. The story is deep, unpredictable, and very engaging. This game does require a content warning, so be aware that it is not for the faint of heart, but it is one of the most beautiful stories I have ever had the joy of experiencing. I don't know if there's anything else like Franbeau out there, but Kill Monday Games has a newer game called Little Misfortune that I just started a playthrough of, and it seems worth a try. Minecraft. Are you surprised? I love Minecraft. It's given me some of my favorite memories with my long-distance friends, and we have so many creative structures to show for it. Most gamers have played Minecraft by now, but if you haven't, let your friends show you how to play and give it a try for an afternoon. By the way, this is my Minecraft house in a server that I have with some friends. I have a lot of axolotls. Lastly, I'd like to mention Persona 4 Golden, which isn't one of my favorite games yet, but I've been playing it a lot lately. Within 2 weeks, it crept up into my top 10 games on Steam with 28 hours logged. I liked JoJo's Bizarre Adventure years before I got into the SMT universe, so I definitely called them stans for the first few hours I was playing, but whether my partner and I are calling them personas, demons, Pokemon, or something else silly, I'm really into this concept. There are flaws, especially with queer representation, like with any Atlus game, but I love fusing personas, training them, exploring the different dungeons, getting to know the characters, and the music is bangin'. So this was my first video talking about the games I love. I'm excited to make more videos about games because they're one of my longest standing hobbies and I have a lot of thoughts and cool indie games I want to share with you. If there's a games topic you'd like to hear me talk about, let me know and I'll see you next time. Stay hydrated. Peace.
I am the queen of the universe. The waves part. They engulf me in the waters warm. Can I ask you kind of a weird question?